Hello everyone, this is Defense Politics Asia, and this is the quick update from the Kherson Front. So at the Kherson Front, the Ukrainian super duper uber Kherson Offensive is still ongoing. They are still going strong, and in the latest information, we have reports that they are attacking Sukhanove at Pyatykhatky, attacking Borozenske. Sorry, and there is no updates on Sadok though. Didn't hear anything about Sadok. There's heavy fighting for Ishchenka and they've attempt to attack Bruskynske. So the situation now is a bit challenging for the Ukrainian side because the Russians have reinforced their lines. So not just that. So it's not just the forces that retreated and reformed this new line, but they actually have reinforcement coming from the Russian military. Previously, we have information that it was defended by the VDV, the airborne troops. It seems like they are now reinforced with a lot more forces and a lot of artillery, a lot of air force that is helping out in the defense. And as a result, there's a lot of drone surveillance all over the place on both sides. And when the Ukrainians start to move out, for example, they move out from Borozenske towards Bruskynske, they got spotted. The drones, the Russian drones spotted them, and then immediately they bombard them with artillery, and this makes the Ukrainian offensive or attacks really difficult. For example, this Bruskynske one did not actually meet the defense line. They only went halfway. They only went maybe around, like, let's say, let me draw this better. So Bruskynske. So as the Ukrainian forces are moving, they got spotted and then they got hit by artillery, and they have to redraw. They have to bounce. This is the situation now facing the Ukrainian forces, where they cannot really push out in a big way without getting spotted. And not just this, the Russian forces also launched their own counteroffensive, which is kind of weird. It's being reported by the Russian Ministry of Defense, the latest information that they fought off attacks from Velika Alexandrivka, which is kind of weird because this is so far away from the front line. Like, how could this be possible? So, and then they also name drop Novovoznetsenske, which is so far away. I take a look. So as a result, I take a look at the mapping done on their PowerPoint map. Novovoznetsenske is actually Borozenske, which is like, what? I was like, So, and then, but this is correct. This is correct. So I just want to highlight this. And then this, however, is the correct one. They also shot down a Mi-8 helicopter over here, and I'm just not sure how to gel this information together. It just doesn't make much sense. I will just keep a lookout, and the entire area here, this entire area here continues to be nothing happening. The Ukrainians do not dare to launch an offensive through this direction. There is, like, literally there's just no news here. It's from what I have read, over the past week or two, the Ukrainian attempts going through this direction had all been thwarted by heavy artillery, and not just from the artillery on this side. Not just here, but artilleries from this side. So they are launching artillery strikes over, and then it's like anyone that comes in through this part, they just die. And so it looks like maybe the Ukrainians just do not want to try anymore from this side. It's just not worth it. And there is also remember all these crosses. The Ukrainians have launched new pontoon crossings. The exact locations is unknown, except for once that is on the northern part of Davydiv Brid. So with this, all these crossing has been established earlier, but it was not reported by any sources. And then today I saw the news source. They say that the traffic is a bit heavy, and they actually launched a new one just north of Davydiv Brid, so the Ukrainians can actually do reinforcements over to the front lines or to Davydiv Brid itself. And there is reinforcement reported at Davydiv Brid. Where they come from is unclear. Probably is through this pontoon crossing that was mentioned north of Davydiv Brid, because moving from the south here upwards from this way up is a bit dangerous, because the Russians do have control over Kostromka region and a Borozenske region over here, so they can launch artillery strike on this location. So it doesn't seem like that is the case. I don't think the Ukrainians will actually reinforce from that direction. So anyway, this is the quick update. Let me clean up the map a bit. So this is the quick update from the Kherson Front. The Ukrainians are still not giving up, but the Russians have already had reinforcement holding all these lines, and it's gonna be very difficult for them to break through. And especially I read that there is more than one line of these defenses. This time round, the Russians probably have a second line of defense already prepared, because of the tactic that was used by the Ukrainians. The Ukrainians basically just rush fast-moving vehicles. They just try to penetrate deep into enemy territory. So this time round, this tactic does not work, because they get wiped out. Even if they pass through the first line, the second line they will not be able to get through. So which is why we do not see the breakthrough that we are so used to from the Ukrainians this time round, because the Russians have altered their strategy in terms of defense, with the help of additional troops that has come to reinforce the lines. So anyway, this is the quick update, and I'll see you in the next update.